Here we go, guys. It's my 8 textured chocolate cake.
My heart suddenly leaps out of my chest because I'd seen that dessert in his cookbook, and I remember looking at it, laughing, thinking there's no way anyone could actually make that at home. See you guys.
I think you're in for a challenge, guys.
Do you think?
There's 7 elements there. There's one more, isn't there?
There is one more. Let's have a look. This is the 8th texture. This is a hot chocolate ganache that gets poured in front of the guests, a key. We're going to put that on the centre of the cake, and then we wait a little while and something magical happens.
This is the bit that counts, the assembly. 8 layers of texture, but 10 minutes of pressure to go.
Presentation is probably the most pivotal part of the entire dish. Obviously, if you just slap it on the plate and you include all the elements, it's just not going to cut it. There is actually an order that it needs to be assembled, and there's a reason why it needs to be assembled in that order, so it actually does look visually striking when you do finally present it.
That dessert has got to be one of the most difficult things that I've ever seen plated up, and I would be terrified if I was down there right now. It's phenomenal.
Who will say, who will go? We'll find out very shortly. You got 2 minutes to go.
I've slid the mould off the top, and I can see it starting to ooze out a little bit on the sides.
It just started to ooze down a bit.
So I'm just throwing it back in the fridge to just try and get a little bit of cold air around it.
You got 30 seconds to go. Go, boys! Got 30 seconds!
You have 10 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Your time's up.
Far out. Oh, yes, you're champion!
Wave position's collapsed, and I can't believe it.
Are you ready?
Ready.
This is the lolly back cake.
My heart absolutely breaks when I see it. I'm not good with dessert.
Wow.
I know that it's not going to be easy, that there's probably multiple layers that aren't revealed yet. The cake was created by an evil genius.
I incorporate all the Australian favourite lollies into this cake. Let me talk you through.
Sure.
From the bottom, we have almond jacon. Second layer there, we have freckles crunch. Next one up here, we have a spearmint buttercream. And then the muskmallow.
Who dreams up a 7-layered cake made out of lollies? Like, if any one of those contestants say they've made a cake like that before in their life, they're lying. They should be booted out straight away.
To top it all off, that little bit of sugar work on top, yeah?
That's sugar.
Yes. It's really easy.
Oh, yeah. Looks simple.
This cake is insanely difficult. They've just pulled this big one out of the bag. It's up there with the Zumbo challenge.
I'm freaking out on what I should do. How do I fix this?
It's not the best on top. Cut 2 squares. Yeah.
Yep.
Soften your buttercream down.
Yep.
Yeah, and then spread it on top and chuck it back in the blast freezer.
Beautiful, mate. The inside looks fantastic.
That looks great.
Well done.
It's still all cracked, and it's so disappointing because all the layers were there.
See this stuff?
Yep.
See, it's all melty already.
Yep.
If you just do that quickly in a bowl, you can do some repair work, yeah?
Okay.
Then putty that baby up.
I'm really disappointed. It's just not working.
So now all I have to do is cut down my cake.
Hey, you're awesome. Oh, yeah.
All the layers are there and it looks pretty good. I'm impressed.
Beautiful, Christina.
Beautiful. Cake's not bad either.
I don't have any of the layers. It's not even going to have the pink coating. I'm actually going to put the pink layer on top because it is that much of a disaster without my green layers. That's just not going to set. Whoa!
My musk mallow layer is very runny. It's not holding in its shape.
Look at that. It's a whole lot of slop.
Oh, it's looking disastrous.
Wow.
4 minutes to go. 4 minutes for those final little touches.
Come on.
I still need to finish this red skin glaze.
Hurry up, we haven't got much time. Going as fast as I can, guys.
I'm starting to go into panic mode and I just want to plate up this cake so badly.
I'm doing my red skin glaze now. Look, I haven't done the sugar work, but I'm so bloody proud of myself right now.
I've got all the layers done. The next thing is to finish the glaze, and I haven't got a lot of time left.
Come on, Andrew. Come on, Andrew. Come on, mate.
It's a mad rush.
The whole thing is melting. It's all sliding off.
60 seconds left and your fate is decided. Push on through, guys. Come on.
I start to pour the glaze and it sticks to the cake. I am so happy with this cake at the moment.
Well done, Andrew. That's great.
I get the red skin glaze on top, and it's too thin, and it's just pouring out everywhere. I'm really disappointed.
The whole thing will just like roll off.
Marissa, listen.
What do you reckon, Rishi?
Pour it on. There you go.
I'm amazed that it's sort of like trickling down the sides and around of it, and it's at least something.
Come on, guys. Come on, Christina. Let's go.
Now I need to move the cake to the plate, and I don't have any spatulas left.
10 seconds to go. 10.
I just grab 2 chef knives and I shove them underneath the cake.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time's up.
I've done it. I've plated up this evil cake.
Oh my God, I can't believe I did it. It's for my kids.
No sugar work is done on top, but looking at it, I don't think that it looks incomplete.
Well done, Christina. Awesome, mate.
It's fantastic, love. I can't believe I did it. Far out. Look, I'm still... Clarissa?
I'm astonished that I've actually even got something. It's not looking as great as Christina's, and I can see that Andrew's also quite upset.
Mine looks the worst.
I want to have done enough to avoid elimination, and because I don't want to go anywhere.
I want to stay.
It smells incredible.
Looks amazing.
Ross, step through this.
Stone fruit, it's just spectacular. The things I like with stone fruit and I like to do in my restaurant is play with texture all the way through. There's a lot of little components in there, whereas I felt the chicken, you probably had a bit more time up your sleeve. This one's going to be a challenge.
Do you want to taste?
Definitely. Yes, please.
So the first bite you're going to get is the fresh, beautiful nectarine of the sorbet.
It's so beautiful.
So now you've had that beautiful, delicate taste. As you get into the dessert, I want to excite your palate again. So keep going, you'll find something else.
Wow.
What you can't see underneath the plated fruit is burnt peach butter. We take the peaches and cook them on the hibachi grill until they're black. And I don't mean lightly, I mean black, black, black.
It's sweet though. It's delicious. It's amazing.
The biscuit, this is a beautiful Indonesian layer cake. When you look through it, it's like a piece of stained glass. It's amazing. It's easy to do. They do it in every village in Indonesia. But to make it into that, it's going to take some technique. You have to add the bicarb of soda. Don't try to rush it because it won't be cooked. You won't have the proving of the bicarb. The bicarb makes the holes. If you don't have the holes, you're just going to have a piece of toast.
It's beautiful. Tastes like the crispy parts of pancakes cooked in butter.
Those are the things that evoke childhood memories, which I think are fantastic in food. And, you know, we all have this wonderful history of food in our lives as being chefs. And those, I think, the things that are integral in creating a dish, that it does sing to some part of your history and some part of your life.
The syrup, it's not that simple, is it? You need to take care.
The simplest things are the hardest things in a kitchen. We poached nectarines to make the sorbet. We've taken the sauce from the poaching liquor, made a beautiful syrup for the fruit. It's perfumed fruit. Think about the final taste and how much you're reducing and are you getting everything out of the fruit that you've got.
This syrup, it's so amazing and so beautiful.
Right, step back into line.
Thank you.
It ties everything together and I can't wait to cook it.
Contestants, there's 3 of you. There's 1 slicer. See if you can get a wafer out. Don't forget, these have got to be cut. They've got to be pressed between 2 trays. They've got to be baked. Don't leave it till the last minute now.
I check on my cake and it's nice and firm. I need to slice it up now.
All right, let's go.
Never would have thought that I would be using deli slicer, especially for a dessert.
Let the machine do the work, all right? Slowly.
I start slicing at 1 mil thickness and it's working.
Well done, well done.
The biscuits look beautiful and the holes are there. I'm really happy.
Zoe has got her wafer out. She is ready to go in the oven.
Go, Zoe.
I need someone else ready to slice.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Carly.
It's the moment of truth. So I'm slicing it on the deli slicer. Nah. I can see little holes through there, but they're not as good as Ross's.
All right, get it in the oven now.
I'm just hoping I've done enough that it keeps me safe.
Come on, Ellie.
I've never made biscuits as complex as this before.
Slice and catch. That's rough, let it go. Keep going.
There are so many steps to get to this one point, this one beautiful moment of slicing them and seeing how thin they are.
Well done, well done.
Beautiful, Alina.
It's just like I'm having this moment of sheer joy.
Quickly.
This is actually going to work.
Oh my gosh.
I know they still need to bake, but it's all coming to that sort of end moment, and you can see how close you are to having that final goal.
Concentrate, cut it, butter it, bake it.
Go, Alina. Come on, Alina!
It all comes down to these last 10 minutes. Make sure every single little component of Ross's dessert is ready to go.
Come on, girls. Go.
I'm feeling pretty ecstatic.
Beautiful, Alina. Good stuff.
There was a few moments during that cook that I didn't even know whether I'd be able to pull this off.
That looks really good, Alina.
It tastes amazing.
Alina, you've caught right up. Keep it up.
Yeah, good job.
I can't believe it. I was behind and I've caught up. If I can give myself an advantage here, I might still stand a chance of being able to plate up something beautiful today. So I start preparing the fruit for the plating.
What's
chili got? Pumps? Or nectarines or something? The others aren't doing that.
I see you slicing your fruit. Why are you doing that? You have 5 minutes at the end of this session to be able to cut your fruit.
I feel like I was doing a good thing by over-preparing and potentially giving myself an advantage. At the end of the cook, I've still got 5 more minutes to plate up my dish, but I'm too scared to leave it all to the last minute. Carefully place them into the airtight containers and hopefully they'll be right for plating.
Right now, you know why it's called a pressure test. 2 minutes to go.
It's set. Yeah, it's fully set. Take it out. Wait a minute. Get them out. Get them out.
You need a spatula.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Be really
3, 2, 1. Exit. Step away from the event. Well done.
Good job, Lollies. You guys did so well.
You got everything done and it looks really good.
Yeah, I got everything done. I don't know how I did that.
Good job, though. Can't believe it. It looks like all the elements coming together, but I'm so nervous. I hope that I've done enough, but you can never be 100% sure.
Alina, your first time sitting in that chair for
It is.
for a pressure test. Is this dish good enough to keep you safe?
I think at the start of the day, I was focusing on my Oma calling me Sunshine Girl, and then this reminded me of her again, because it's got an Indonesian layer cake in there, and she's Indonesian, and then the stone fruit also reminded me of her and my mum, because they had a stone fruit orchard growing up, and I don't know, it just... I would hate to go home on something that I enjoyed so much.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant that you've had that epiphany. I think it took Billy last year until the last 2 weeks before she understood that what could make her food from good to great was a connection with who she was and where she'd come from.
What do you think, Ross? If that was put down in front of you in a restaurant, you go, wow, that looks great. It's pretty.
Thank you, Alina.
Thank you very much.
What do you reckon?
Beautiful precision in her presentation. There's care.
But also, syrup looks wonderful and juicy. The colour of the fruit, the thinness of that wafer.
Right, let's taste.
Sorbet is fantastic. Yeah. She's got a really nice shine to it.
A great
sorbet.
consistency and texture.
The wafer's great. She did a good job there.
They're thin, they're crisp, they're delicious. And the syrup is really good. The issue is that the recipe very clearly said, cut your fruit in the 5 minutes.
By cutting the fruit early, I've lost some of that beautiful freshness.
Yeah.
But really, it's not a major thing. This is a beautifully presented dish.
Okay, guys, well, today you'll be cooking my snow egg.
If I wasn't scared before, I am definitely scared now. I'm completely petrified. I'm gonna die.
Of all things, on my first elimination challenge, I have to cook snow egg.
And that's the original flavour.
This is the original flavour from season 2 finale. The strawberry guava and custard apple.
Oh my goodness.
It's so beautiful.
Spectacular.
Right at the bottom, there is the full layer, which is a combination of strawberry guava and custard cream, and you fold it through the puree and you get that beautiful swirled effect. The next is the strawberry guava granita, refreshing icy component. This is the moment that most of the diners at Key wait for. The anticipation of actually cracking the egg open. Give it a really good tap.
The snow egg looks so refined and there's so many layers in that egg itself.
Right inside the poached meringue snow egg is the custard apple ice cream. That's wrapped in a maltose tulle, which will blowtorch over the snow egg.
The shell around it represents the eggshell. The ice cream looks like a yolk.
It's beautiful.
And the meringue is the white of the actual egg. It looks so delicate.
I'm worried about Sam's twirls. Like, they're not thick enough. They're gonna crack easily.
My first twirls didn't work out, and I'm not sure I've got enough time to get another one done. Without these twirls on the dish, I'll be going home.
They're way too thin. I'm not taking a chance not having those twirls right. It's a crucial element for the dish.
I've got to remake these twirls. The dish needs them.
Come on, Ben. Faster.
Quick, quick. You need it in time for them to cool down, remember?
I've got some twirl mix left over. I've got to get a thicker layer of twirl mix onto the oven trays and get them into the oven.
It's up to you if you want to panic or not, but guys, get everything ready to go. 3 minutes to go, come on!
Come on, guys.
Come on, guys. Good work, Kay. That was good.
Time has gone so quickly. Still got a few more things to do. I'm gonna moto and I'm not gonna stop. I'm just gonna keep on going.
Come on, Samira, quicker.
It's very nerve-wracking at this moment. I'm really trying to rush through things.
I'm going through my checklist. Somehow, miraculously, I've managed to get every element done. I put my twirls in a container on my bench.
Wow, they're so delicate. I'm so proud of you. You look like you were going to give up.
We don't give up, do we, Kristen?
Nope.
Make sure everything is where it's supposed to be. Bench, freezer, fridge. Final checks, 1 minute to go!
Come on, guys.
Yum. I'm really happy with all my elements and how they taste, but it all comes down to the plating.
Have you started checking off that checklist?
Yep. At the end of the cook, we've only got 10 minutes to plate up 3 snow eggs.
Guava puree covered in a bowl.
So I'm just going through my checklist now to make sure that I have everything before I have to plate up.
Guys, I hate to say it, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, come on!
Come on.
Vanilla cream, yes. Meringue domes, yes. Chill in airtight container on bench, yes. Granita in tray in freezer, yes. Guava, done.
Come on, Ben, move it, move it, move it.
There's not much time left on the clock. I pull my second lot of twirls out of the oven, and I am so stoked.
Come on, Ben.
I'm really happy with the thickness.
And the tough bit now is going to be assembling it.
It's time, 10 seconds to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it, step away from your benches. Well done, guys. Great cook.
I'm gone. That was definitely the most intense cook I've had in this kitchen. I've fought as hard as I can to stay in the comp today. I've tasted everything, I've tried to match it as close to Peter's as possible. I just hope that I've balanced the flavours beautifully and that all the elements are on the plate and that it looks beautiful.
I'm really happy with the meringue texture and the flavours overall. I think I've got them bang on.
Thanks, Ben. We'll taste now.
Thanks, guys.
Let's taste.
This dish is so much about texture. You've got to have icy, you've got to have creamy, you've got to have fluffy, and you've got to have crispy. And he's nailed that with all those elements. They're all exactly right.
That's a really good effort, actually.
Let's get Samira kicked off.
I have spent so much time making sure that every element is as perfect as it can be.
Have you got another chill?
Yeah.
They're a little bit thin. I think that's why it's happening.
I hope I have done enough to keep myself safe today.
We'll see you in the tasting room.
I'm happy with my granita and my ice cream, but I'm a bit concerned. I've only got half of the amount of guava puree with the vanilla cream. I'm not sure if there is enough guava flavor in the full.
Well, Samira, we promised you a monster pressure test. Who won, you or the monster?
Oh, well, the monster was very scary, that's for sure. You will have to tell me who won, monster or I.
Thank you. We're going to taste now.
Thanks.
Nice snap. I mean, the flavour of the grenade is good. Ice cream is good. The full's definitely a little bit weaker in flavour.
Yeah.
It's just cream.
Yeah, it is. The ratio's not quite right.
Ratio,
is it?
that fruit. You know, there's just not enough. There's no question about it. She could be in trouble.
Yeah.
The messina choc top.
My first reaction is that it looks too easy, which then makes me think it's going to be really hard.
Go on, I'll go down there. Do you want to have a look what's inside? Come close. It looks cute from the outside, doesn't it? But I think knowing what you're like, Nick, inside, I'm quite terrified. How cool is that? Nick, can you run through those layers for us?
So inside, we have salted caramel gelato. You're going to be making it from scratch, so you're going to be making your own caramel. The soft serve caramel, you have to ensure that you get your caramel burnt at the right consistency. Visually, it has to have a beautiful dark amber brown colour. If you take it too far and it starts to approach on the black side, you're going to get a burnt flavour through your soft serve. If you take it a little bit under, you're not going to get that punch that the salted caramel gelato delivers. We then have some Italian meringue. We have some gianduja ganache. We then have crushed amaretti biscuits inside and then sprinkled on the outside. Pretty much the most difficult of all is the sugar cone. Not necessarily the recipe as such, the actual making of it. It's really hot, so be careful you don't burn yourself, but you have no choice because you really only have about 15 seconds from when it comes out of the oven to roll and shape it. After about 10 to 15 seconds, if you try to do anything to it, it'll just crack.
15 seconds is all you get between success or disaster, so that's pretty terrifying.
Go, Meals. Come on, Meals.
Pull out 2 more pans and I roll my 4th and 5th cones, which actually roll really well. I'm a lot happier with these 2.
Nice.
I need 4 cones for the 3 judges and Nick. I have 1 more in the oven, so I'm hoping in an ideal world I can pull that one out and get it rolled in time. That means I'll have 6 cones and I can pick the best 4 to use.
Keep an eye on your twills. It's looking good. First one.
Yeah, get
Is
it
that
shut.
brown
Yeah.
And straight away.
Give it a go.
I only have 1 crack at this. I haven't got any practice cones in the oven. 15 seconds to roll these out, otherwise they'll crack.
And you've got to go fairly quickly.
Come on, Sarah.
Okay, hold it.
And get that closed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good. Next one.
Oh my God.
Come on, next one.
Okay.
Come on, Sarah.
Oh, looks nice.
Next one.
Oh my God. Last one.
Last one.
Still needs a second.
How far?
It's about, I don't know.
2
about
minutes,
30.
which is how long you've got. Right, the 4 of us are praying that all those cones work. You have 2 minutes to go. Come on.
God.
minute to go and I'm just looking in front of that oven waiting for the last minute that I can pull this out and have a nice colour on it.
One more.
One more.
To get one out and roll it, all you can do is wait. Do them.
Sarah, you also have amaretti biscuits.
Oh my God, my amaretti biscuit, it worked. Now it's just about my cones, the hero of the dish.
It only takes 10 seconds to roll.
Yeah.
Everything else is done.
Right, this is it. It's ice cream time. 1 minute to go. Come on, guys. Come on.
Come on, Sarah.
Keep pushing. Come on.
Come on, guys.
Come on, Renee. Come on.
Go, Milo.
Last one. Nearly there.
Okay, you've got. Don't pull it out too quickly; it'll collapse.
Come on, do it.
My hand is so burnt.
Who cares about burnt hands? 10 seconds.
Keep going.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Oh, brilliant job.
I've got 4 cones up and ready for the judges. I'm shocked, actually. I didn't think I could actually do that. So, yeah, I feel really relieved. The time's up and I've actually got all my elements ready.
Where'd you pull that from, Sarah?
Although you had no
You're a good
hope.
dog. You did it last week.
Well done.
Well done.
Craziness.
I think everyone's got everything up. I'm not sure what each of the different components look like, but I'm happy with my ice cream flavour, I'm happy with my ganache and my meringue and my sauce. Pretty confident that I'll be able to stay today.
Renee, chocolates like this are renowned for putting smiles on people's faces. This challenge put a smile on your face.
I did the absolute best that I could do today, so I'm really proud of that. Because I think I got all the flavours quite right. So I'm really happy with my caramel. I think I got it to the perfect colour, and I'm really happy with the other flavours as well.
Great, well, let's find out. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Thanks, Renee.
Thanks, Renee.
That's good.
It's pretty good. It's got, you know,
Oh, wow. Nice work.
it's got a good layer of meringue inside, a little bit of the ganache on the bottom to act as a plug.
The gianduia's there, the Italian meringue's there, the ice cream's definitely in there.
I have to say the highlight is definitely the salted caramel. It's
great, isn't it?
Nailed.
Yeah, delicious flavour. Right amount of kind of bitterness from the, or just subtle bitterness from the caramelisation and good head of soup.
I'm really, really impressed with
You
that.
did really very
soft
good.
serve. That is
Nice
just,
soft toast is absolutely
I
fine.
can't.
Spot on.
Yeah.
She did a very good job, didn't she?
An amazing job.
If this is the benchmark we're setting, Renee's done a really good job because it's a high benchmark.
You know what's funny is I love a choc top when I go to the cinema, and now I've had these choc tops, Nick. I don't think I can go back to those.